Mentally healthy individuals are consistent with their behavior and their personality. The loser will have two distinct reputations. One of those reputations might be a glowing report about that person, and the other reputation might have a group of people that will warn a person about the trouble that they've caused in the past. Pay attention to that reputation. With severe behavior problems, the loser will have mostly acquaintances, not actual friendships. Here you will see what happens when a young girl learns from her best friend that the guy that she is interested in has a bad reputation.
So Nikki, this guy Thomas, oh man, I just think he might be this wonderful, wonderful guy, but I've kind of heard some things. Do you know anything about him?
Yeah, this girl in my class, she dated him, and she told me that he was great in the beginning. She always raved about him, and then he just started getting weird. He was manipulative, and he was angry, and he'd say hurtful things to her all the time. So,
could she be lying? Because we went on a date, and it was basically perfect. Like, he pulled my chair out for me. He was so into everything that I was talking about. He kept complimenting me. I don't know. He was just the perfect gentleman.
yeah, well, I don't know. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is.
I think he could be the one.
I'll support you, of course, if you start a relationship with him, but the first sign of him hurting you, I'm going to step in, and I'm not going to put up with it.
Okay, well, I'm not too worried about that, but thank you.
Yeah, of course.
People often let you know about their personality by the stories they share about themselves. These stories can give an insight as to how they truly are and how they view themselves. Humorous people might tell funny stories about themselves. The loser is going to tell stories of aggression, stories where they have attacked someone else's self-esteem or put someone else down. They might even tell you about past relationships that they've been in that didn't go so well, not because they were at fault, but because their partner was at fault. They might even brag about their violent temper outbursts because they don't see anything wrong with acting violent toward others, even if it is verbally. They might take pride in the I don't take anything from anybody attitude.
So yeah, that's the story of how me and my best friend Nikki met.
My best friend and I don't really talk much anymore.
Oh no, how come?
Well, we kind of drifted apart, and it just kind of happened out of nowhere, but it's okay. I handled it.
What do you mean by handled it?
Well, he said something I didn't like, so I knocked him out, and when he woke up, I guess he was really angry and he took the joke too seriously, but I was just trying to teach him a lesson, trying to toughen him up, trying to teach him how to be a man. Nobody else is going to do it, so I figured it was my job to do that. I was teaching him a lesson.
The loser has very shallow emotions and connections with other people. One of the things that might attract you to the loser at first is how quick he or she is to say I love you, or to be extremely committed to you and say things like I can't live without you, I never want to be without you. Healthy relationships can take a long time to establish a trustworthy relationship, to create that bond of trust. A rapid warm-up is always a sign of shallow emotions, which will usually lead the loser to detach from you almost as quickly as they committed to you in the first place.
Thomas, what are you going to do tonight? Because I was thinking like movie, popcorn, and just hanging out.
Well, actually, there's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay, what's up?
Well, these last few weeks have been amazing, and I feel like the luckiest guy in the world to be able to call myself your boyfriend. And I've been doing a lot of thinking about our future, and I wanted to tell you that I'm in love with you.
I love you too.
Oh.
In order to control someone completely, one must cut off all ties to supportive friends and family. These family members and these friends will be seen as threats to the relationship, and they'll be nervous about the comments that friends might make or family members might make about that person, pointing out their negative or controlling behaviors. The loser begins by telling you that your friends treat you badly, that they don't respect you, that they take advantage of you. They don't understand the type of relationship that you have with your partner. In some cases, when those other things don't work, the loser will make up a story about your best friend and say that they made a pass at them to get rid of them. Once you are isolated, you have no friends and you have no family, that control only increases. It makes you feel like you are isolated and that you have no one else to turn to but the loser. As this relationship continues, your friends and family start to notice what the loser is doing to you. They will notice a change in personality and maybe you're withdrawing from family functions or going out with friends. Sometimes just the mention of a family member or a friend could spark anger with the loser, and it just becomes easier to avoid those family functions or avoid going out with family or friends to avoid an argument. Eventually, they try to tell you who you cannot talk to, what places you cannot visit, and what issues you cannot talk about in public.
Well, I'm here with my mom and Nikki, so I should probably go. No, it's okay. We can definitely talk later. Okay, I love you too. Okay. Yeah, I love you too. Okay, love you too. Bye. Oh my goodness. What's up, guys?
I feel like I haven't seen you in forever because of your boyfriend.
I mean, we're seeing each other now.
I know, but ever since you've been with Thomas, you're just like a whole different person. You used to be bubbly and outgoing, and you just kind of seem withdrawn, like you're not even interested in being around us anymore.
I mean, I don't really see that. Can you, like, give me an example or something? Like, I
You
don't
just
know.
seem tense all the time, or if we even bring him up when we do see you, you're just kind of change the subject.
I don't know, guys. I think you're just kind of making this up. Maybe I don't really see that happening, and Thomas is really good for me, and I don't know.
Denise, you know I care about you, and I don't try to get involved in your life to tell you what to do, but I just am really worried about how controlling he is. It seems like that he's calling all the time, that you're with him all the time. When you try to talk to us, you're distracted. I don't even hardly recognize you anymore.
I don't know, guys. Thomas warned me about this. I don't know if we should be talking about this.
But you know how much we care about you. I mean, we have a good relationship. Nikki's been your friend forever.
Yeah, I feel like you should be able to talk to me as a friend, just if you're going through something. And I just feel like he's really pushing us apart.
Hang on, guys. It's Thomas. Let me take this. Hey, Thomas.
It has been said that the way a person treats a waitress or another neutral person of the opposite gender is the way you will be treated in the next 6 months. During the honeymoon phase, you're going to be treated like a king or queen, but the loser has not forgotten how they basically feel about the opposite gender. A mentally healthy person is consistent, and they treat almost everyone the same way.
Hey guys, I'll be your waitress this evening. Can I get you something to start or something to drink?
Can I have water, please?
Okay. And for you?
Actually, I was wondering,
Is there something I can help you with?
yeah, could we get a different waitress?
I mean, is there a problem?
Well, usually when we're here, we get the prettier waitress, and I like something to look at, something pretty to look at while I'm eating.
The prettier waitress.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay, then you can go sit in her section. Then.
Some service! Someone's not wanting a tip tonight.
The loser repeatedly puts you down. They constantly point out your slightest mistakes. They might tell you that you're too fat, that you're unattractive, that you don't speak well, or that you don't look well. This gradual chipping away at your self-confidence and your self-worth allows them to treat you badly later, as though you deserved it.
Man, that meal is pretty amazing.
The chicken was a little dry, but it was still better than the garbage that you made me a few weeks ago.
Are you talking about what I made for our anniversary?
Yeah, and you'd think you would have wanted to put a little bit more work into it. I felt like I had a nasty taste in my mouth for days.
My friends and family really enjoy that recipe.
Maybe that should have been your first clue then. Also, next time we go out to eat, can you put on a little more makeup? You don't look very pretty without it.
The loser cycles between mean to sweet and then back again. This cycle starts when they are intentionally hurtful. You may be verbally abused, cursed, or threatened over something really minor, and then the next day they show up and they shower you with something that reminds you of how it used to be when you guys first started dating. The other purpose of the mean cycle is to allow the loser to say things about your friends and about your family Again, constantly chipping away at your self-worth and your self-confidence. The loser often apologizes, but the damage to your self-esteem has already been done exactly as planned. Here we will see in the next scene a boyfriend treating his girlfriend in exactly that same manner.
Oh, hey Thomas.
Hey, so this is for you. I wanted to apologize about being a jerk the other day. You didn't deserve that, and I feel like with how I've been acting lately, you deserve a lot better, and I want to prove to you that I can be better, so this is for you.
I don't know if I should open it.
I really want to make sure that you know that how sorry I am, and this is the best way I can express that, so would you accept my gift?
I mean, I guess. Oh my goodness, Thomas. A new phone? I mean, it's really nice of you, but I don't know. I think maybe I just need a little bit more time to think about things.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Bye, Thomas.
The loser is so self-consumed and self-worshipping that the opinions of others are considered to be worthless. As the relationship continues, you will begin to question what you see or what you feel, but you will be made to feel like you're overreacting, or that your feelings are worthless, or even, how dare you think such things or accuse me of such things. Along with that, the loser will try to convince you that you are never quite good enough. You don't say, I love you enough. You don't call them back right away or in a timely manner. You don't fix the meal correctly. You don't dress pretty enough. Somehow your behavior always falls short of what is to be expected. After months of this technique, they will begin telling you how lucky you are to have them, someone who will put up with you, who is so inadequate as you, and how lucky you are to have them in your life. Here you will see the loser try to chip away at his girlfriend's self-esteem.
Hey, Thomas, what's up?
Hey Denise, what's up?
Hey, I just really wanted to talk to you about something kind of important.
Okay, what's going on?
Well, I just don't know how healthy this relationship is.
What are you talking about? I've been a great boyfriend to you.
Well, kind of. I mean, you kind of insult my looks and my food, and basically everything I do just doesn't seem like it's good enough for you.
Relationships are about building each other up. I'm trying to make you a better girlfriend, and I'm trying to prove to you that I can be the perfect boyfriend. I can be with any girl that I want, and I decided to be with you. You should feel special.
I just don't think it's gonna work. I gotta go. Bye.
The loser panics at the idea of breaking up. Unless it's their idea, in that case, you're dropped like a hot rock. The loser might break down and cry. They might plead. They might apologize. They might make empty promises, or promises that they made time and time again. They might even offer gifts or exchanges or promises of marriage, promises of a trip.
Hi, Thomas. This is Denise. I just wanted to let you know, I don't know any other way to put this, but you are not the guy I thought you were, and We need to break up. I've already made up my mind. Please don't try to change it. Please don't contact me. Just please leave me alone.